Our world is long since shattered, but hope still flickers in our darkest dreams. Few would guess that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric Isles, an almost forgotten archipelago of the southern sky realms. On these uncanny islands, the apostatic union, power-drunk after slaughtering their once exalted gods, maintains but a paltry presence. Under their negligent gaze, the deep forests and dark places teem with cutthroats, cultists, and worse. In the desolate, endless realm, poor souls languish undying in decrepit mausoleums, yearning for their lost mortality, while the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of its manufactured monarch, strives to transform not just the realm, but reality itself. All these regions have their part to play in this unfolding story, but it begins fathoms below, in the Underlands, a ruinous wasteland where none can draw breath for long. It is here that a secret waits to be uncovered by someone whose dreams burn brighter than any. But will those dreams kindle into a radiant destiny, or will we burn in the folly of delusion?
All right, hello and welcome to Delusion. This is a game by DreadXP and developer Lovely Hellplace, and it was released for PC today, technically, May 14th, 2024. I have heard this game described as Oblivion for the PS1, and I am very interested in it. So this game came out of early access today, and I figured I would give it a try. So let's check it out.
The world was long ago broken, its surface cursed. You are a dweller of the sky realms, drifting islands that cradle the last of human civilization. Here, in the dank cell of an Inquisition ship, you ruminate on your past.
I'm very interested in this already.
Dreams of childhood slip through your mind. Was your fate sealed, even then?
Let's see. So we have obviously different builds at the start. Brawler increases your maximum health, governs the combat skills of attack and defense. Guile increases your maximum stamina. That could be really useful. Governs the lockpick and agility skills. If this is anything like Morrowind, that's going to be really important. Apprentice, wisdom, increases your maximum mana, governs the lore and spellcast skills. I'm very interested in doing this. And let's see, +2 persona, increases your regen rate, governs determined barter skills. So, Brawler, the idea of battle captivates you. It always has. You started by smashing sticks, before long you were clashing swords. There was never any question, you were a fighter through and through. Urchin, growing up you were a nobody, just another malnourished child clogging the city. Without the street gang, you'd have died like the rest. They taught you to see what others didn't, to slip in where others couldn't. They taught you to survive. Apprentice, as a child of remarkable promise from an unremarkable family, your parents sold you to a passing scholar. Your youth was spent copying tomes till your hands bled, but what you read you did not forget. Noble, a child of noble birth, you were dining with foreign dignitaries before you could walk. You learned manners and etiquette, but more than anything, tenacity, for the glittering halls of Riova can be more cutthroat than the darkest of alleys. So this is a really interesting setup. I've been really wanting to replay Morrowind lately. I just recently went on vacation and I installed Morrowind into OpenMW on my Steam Deck and have been kind of toying around with playing a necromancer in that game. And so I figure maybe I'll, for once in my life, play a caster, because most people, when I play games, they don't really see me pick caster classes. So I will go ahead and pick Apprentice. This seems interesting.
The body grew.
Oh.
The mind sharpened. For a while, you excelled.
Okay, interesting. There's a lot more to this than I was expecting. Okay, adventurer. At the first chance you set out on your own, you traveled the sky realms, stowing on ships and sleeping under the stars. You learned much of the world, but you also learned how to defend yourself, as the open road is not for the faint-hearted. Plus 20 attack. Increases damage done with physical weapons. Aetherist. You proved adept with machinery, so the Aetherist guild took you as an apprentice. You learned hermetic magic to seal the ship so it may touch the cosmos, but also the simple logic of locks and traps. This could be really useful. Increase the chance of successfully picking a lock or disarming a trap. Requires lockpicks, which break upon failure. Scholar. Being accepted into the prestigious Bione University. Bione University. You learned of ancient gods, dead cities, and the language of the universe. But above all, you learned to look beyond the obvious, to find the hidden truths of all things. Plus 20 lore. Knowledge of ancient truths allows interaction with concealed mechanisms to reveal hidden secrets. This seems very exciting. Your treatises and polemics showed promise. You gained a position in the Council of Riova, the political heart of the Apostatic Union. Before long, you were hurling opinions into deafening debates. The ability to influence others through dialogue can reveal important information or resolve difficult encounters. These are the two that I'm interested in. I think I'll probably do Scholar, though. Because interacting with like hidden mechanics seems kind of cool. Seems like it would be hard because maybe there's a bunch of stuff that I would never know how to interact with or never know is even there. But yeah, I think we're gonna pick Scholar. Charm seems good. Honestly, these three seem really interesting, but I think we're gonna do Scholar.
Showed. Your guard slipped. The mistake was grave. The Inquisition had your scent.
Let's see, Temple Raider. After learning of a powerful artifact in an ancient temple, you set out to obtain it. You trained to defend yourself against traps and monsters alike, but not to evade the Inquisition, who forbid the plunder of such places. Decreases damage received by enemy combatants. Hunted. In your studies, you learned of a forbidden word, a word whispered only in the dark, that opened unseen doors. Before you knew it, you were hunted by a shadowy organization and forced to flee for your life. Ambitious Caster, or plus 20 agility, increase in movement speed and jump height. You were always adept at spellcraft, but eventually it became an obsession. You wrote a spell of such complex cipher logic that when cast, it tore a hole in the veil of reality, making you a wanted criminal overnight. Plus 20 spellcast increases the potency of spells and how quickly you can call upon them. Bookseller, you opened a bookshop in Riova, an emporium of knowledge, frequented by the most learned folk in the Apostatic Union. But when word got out that you stocked forbidden texts, the Inquisition showed you no mercy. Plus 20 barter allows for more favorable deals, buy low and sell high. Out of all of these, Temple Raider, Hunted, and Bookseller seem the best to me. This seems just really strong in general. Agility, also obviously movement speed and jump height is obviously going to be good no matter what. So I'll probably pick this one. Barter could be good though. Just because money in games like this can often be kind of rough. Character-wise, right? We're playing like a scholar. I think Bookseller probably makes the most sense, but Hunted also could work. Honestly, these three could work. I don't really want Ambitious Caster. That's really stacking the deck. Oh, I clicked Hunted. I didn't realize it was gonna 100% select it already. That's fine. All right, so we have 3 bars, just like in Morrowind. Okay. What is this, cash? Pilfered 3 coins. I like the way this game looks. This is kind of interesting. I'm gonna try to, increase look sensitivity up a little bit maybe as well. Just, it's a little bit weak. There we go. What is this? Prisoner 17, you have been marked for temporary release. The High Confessor will see you in the central chamber. Do not keep her waiting. Why am I being released? Only the High Confessor can answer that, but I calculate there is a 8 in 10 chance, it should be N8, an 8 in 10 chance you will be granted the honor of a glorious and sanctifying death. Who are you? I was a prisoner, like you, but the Inquisition and its generosity has made me so much more. Cipher magic runs through my veins. My sins have been cleansed. I'm a servant of the Inquisition now. This game looks so sick. Alright, so I have a higher than average jump height, which should help me get into places. Let's see, controls. Okay, so there is keyboard, or there is controller controls. Maybe I will play around with that later, because I am on a trackball right now. What is out here? Where are we? Are we in the sky right now? The device lurches on unstable legs, thick blood oozing from its seams with each shuddering movement. A woman's voice, hoarse and raspy, echoes from within the device. Your service is required, prisoner 17. Do you need some help? A cackle lapses into a sputter of coughs. This iron coffin is an honor, a privilege. The pain it delivers only serves to sharpen my reason. Your base crimes against the apostatic union would not merit such exquisite torment, but I can offer you redemption of a different kind. I am the High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals, and you will help us. What's in it for me? She wheezes. You should be glad of such a righteous opportunity to serve penance, but success could bring benefits, even your freedom. So listen closely. Our target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory. Known as the Oneric Isles, these flying islands are host to a manor of outcasts and miscreants. Oneric. Isn't Oneros? Doesn't that mean sleep? I could be wrong about that. I know that means something. One is like a root word for something, but I'm not sure what. We arrived a few hours ago, but met with fierce resistance. Our target is in the Blinding Light Fortress, the last remaining holdout of the Dark Star mercenaries. For our quarry is their leader, the notorious Velicalis. Velicalis, this is suicide. Not so. It is true that our agents have met with fierce resistance, but my drones calculate a 1 in 364 chance of success. It is entirely possible. 1 day out of a year. Before you go, take this Inquisition journal. A mechanical arm thrusts a peculiar device in your direction. It will keep track of your mission. My drones can offer guidance, and closer to the blinding light, Inquisitor Ignavus can assist you further. Oh, and don't try to run. These flying islands are unstable. Many a fool has fallen to their death. Okay. They really go all in on the texture warping and stuff like that. I wonder, yeah, there's texture, there's settings for that to make the warping a little less intense. Just want to see what that looks like. Kind of cool. So wobbly textures doesn't do much on its own, I don't really think. Wobbly 3D though, that's like the affine texture warping or whatever. The thing that you turn, what's it called? Perspective correction on when you play a PS1 game in an emulator to fix. Damaged doors can be broken with a weapon. There's a chest next to me. Pick up the sword, then press the inventory key to open your journal. Navigate to the equipment panel and equip the sword into one of your weapon slots. Lastly, remember to press the attack key to unholster your weapon. Though it is a meager task, I calculate there's a 1 in 20 chance you will somehow perish in the attempt. Rusty sword, 5 poor damage. Or poor 5 damage. Swords are reliable all-rounder weapons. Chipped and corroded, this one that has seen better days. This one that has seen better days and may yet see them again if some of the rust could be cleaned off. Wouldn't this be this one has seen? That there is not necessary. All right, tab is the inventory key. Do I have spells yet? I don't think so. Oh. Restores your health. Health potion. This potion is brewed from the eye of Pygoth herb and hastens the body's restorative functions. It is prescribed by most doctors, one of the few treatments that does more good than harm. All right, is there a way to holster my weapon? Let's look at controls. Hold or tap Q. There we go, I can holster it with Q, okay. I have not found any map charts. What is this? Just something else? Nothing? Interesting. So yeah, it already has like a very Morrowindy feel. Looks like some sort of dragon over there. Castle. Spells and quick items must be equipped in the equipment menu before use. Once equipped, press spell to use spells and item to use items. Switch item or switch spell. The hunt for Velicalis. After months of confinement in an Inquisition prison, you've been released on one condition. You must apprehend Velicalis, the most desperate person in the Sky Realms. She's in the fortress nearby. You may seek further assistance from Inquisitor Ignavius en route. Wasn't it Ignavis? There's already a lot of typos. I think that the developer of this game is an English or British developer, so I'm a little bit confused why there's so many typos and there's so much weird grammar, but that's fine. I don't have any spells yet, so we're really starting fresh. The warping textures and stuff are very weird. I wonder if this is affected by that. Let's turn off wobbly 3D. Okay, so they do have some animation to them. This is what it looks like without the retro filters. So it's really not that much different. Mana potion. Revitalizes mana. Created from the Paradoxicus herb, this potion stimulates the mind and increases the user's magical potency. It has become quite a habit for many university scholars. Oh, okay, I can run by holding shift. And that decreases my fatigue? Is that what that is? What do we have here? Another wretched soul caught in the Inquisition's web, no doubt. Tell me, has your high confessor sent you off to die? Are you a ghost? She smiles, gesturing at herself. Are you shocked by a little apparition? Her gentle laugh seems to echo around you. My, you won't get far if that's the case. She gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, you'd best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtains drawn. The performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you. Something tells me you have your own role to play. Can I interact with her again? Well, stranger, she gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. Yep, already read that. What is this? So there is some sort of like arcano-tech steampunkiness going on here. Can I climb on you? I can. If I actually get up there. Hup! Nope. Can't get up there. How do you level up? Is there level ups? I mean, there must be, right? Alright, I'm seeing how she like fades as we go into the distance. Just want to see. No. Oh, yeah, that fixes that. Much more visible. I'm trying to decide if I want to have this setting on. So wobbly 3D is what affects that. What does wobbly textures do? I'm not really seeing the textures wobble at all. Go on, play with wobbly 3D for a little bit, I guess. It does like add a certain strange quality to the game, but at the same time, I don't know how much it actually makes much of a difference. It kind of just makes the footage insane. Any interaction with any stuff here? You can just pick up health potions around. Interesting. Where am I headed? What is this? Oh. Okay, so that is a chest that either fell from the sky or was dispatched by the people, the Inquisition for us. Skills. There are a number of skills that determine your effectiveness at certain tasks. Some are active skills, such as lockpick or lore, which let you interact with objects in the world. Others are passive skills, such as defense and regen. Skill can be improved by increasing the Delusion attribute that governs it, or with a special equipment. Oh, Delusion must be my level, then. Can I break these? I can. Okay, so it's only the ones that are marked with something. You glimpsed a glimmer of delusion, collect more to gain a full delusion. There are 4 delusion attributes, the fundamental attributes which govern your skills: might, wisdom, guile, and persona. To increase these attributes, you must find enough glimmers of delusion by exploring or completing quests. Okay, so exploring. Who are you? Or what are you? A powerful entity has taken an interest in you. By their grace, you'll be plucked from the jaws of death and transported to a death shrine without losing items or progress. Oh, okay. Stamina potion. Restore stamina and a portion of stamina threshold. Derived from the jitter seed, this potion imbues the user with an unnatural energy. Meth potion. So this is a death shrine. So these must be our bonfires, basically. I wonder if this game like really has Souls-like elements or not. Looking down there is kind of interesting. Stamina pot. Health pot. Interesting. Okay. This is a really promising start to a game like this. I'm having a lot of fun so far. Who are you? Oh, there are people down there. What do they look like? What does turning off retro resolution do? Oh, it just makes it higher quality. Huh. I do like this weird older aesthetic. It's an interesting shader that they have like playing there. The road ahead is patrolled by Dark Star mercenaries. I strongly recommend sneaking through the mushrooms to avoid combat. It is not that I doubt your skills, Prisoner 17. Simply calculate a 3 in 5 chance you will die horribly. Remember, direct conflict is usually avoidable. Be on the lookout for ways to sneak through tough enemies, or sneak past tough enemies. I like the vignetted sneak icon, or sneak vignetting the... Okay, something bad's happening down there. Doesn't look like there's any... They have potions. Doesn't really look like there's anything over there, though, for me to, like... That would benefit me, I guess, is my point. Stuff over here. Ooh. Throwing knife. Well-balanced steel knife designed to be thrown. In Slev, thieves and thugs like to coat the blade with jitter seed extract for an additional sting. Okay, so jitter seed can hurt people as well. That's interesting. You know, I grabbed higher jump height to see if I could, like, you know, do the good old Oblivion climb over stuff, but doesn't really seem like that's a thing that you can super do in this game. Just trying to look around. Trying to give the enemies there a wide berth. Okay, I can walk in water. That's good. Ooh. Mana potion, some coin. I wish I could, like, interact. So I believe that this game was originally released, or at least a demo of it, like the original pitch for it, came out on the PS1, the haunted PS1 demo disc. There is a potion, I think, over there somewhere. Ooh, what is that? Jitter seed. A potent seed that vibrates in one's hand can be used as an alchemy ingredient. The volatile nature of this herb makes it ideal for restorative potions and poisons alike, so it is prized in the criminal gangs of Slev. 2 coins. Okay. They don't know I'm here, so... Ooh, health potion. It's a very intriguing experience. Let's run by. For now, we don't really have a lot of combat prowess, so with an unholstered weapon, press attack to perform a normal attack. Hold it for a slower but more powerful attack. Oh, God. What are you doing? No offense, but you'd better leave this to the professionals. Okay. Our agent is dying, but they still might be of use. You may have to charm them to gain their trust. The agent may take some convincing. You have been a prisoner for some time. You can no longer smell, but there is a high probability that you emit a foul stench. Success relies on your charm skill, which is derived from the persona attribute. Are you one of the locals? He looks you up and down in disgust. Look, just leave me be. I've failed the Inquisition. I'd rather die in peace. Charm. I'm here to help. Your Inquisitor has tasked me with capturing Velicalis. He lets out a weary chuckle that breaks into a cough. Oh my, I recognize you now. You're one of the prisoners. Gods, the Inquisitor must be really desperate. You know you're gonna die, right? Those bastards wiped out our whole echelon. If you insist on this fool's errand, you might find some supplies at my crashed drop pod. Follow the river upstream and you should find it by the waterfall. That's what I did. Right? Oh, it's by the waterfall, though. Is it right here? Or is it back here? It's back here. 5 coins, a health potion. Nothing really behind the waterfall. This is so intriguing. It does... It's interesting because it does capture a little bit of the Morrowind feel, but so far it hasn't... It's been feeling more like Lunacid and other games like that, at least right now, to me. Shielding Potion. Temporary boosts armor. This potion floods the bloodstream with a simple spell that can deflect attacks, although it deflects hugs and handshakes all the same. What is the point of a jump that I can't use to scale walls and climb on top of stuff? 1 lockpick. Some doors can be unlocked using a lockpick item. Your chance of success is governed by your lockpick skill, which is governed by your Guile. If an attempt fails, one of your lockpicks will break. To progress, you must unlock this door. You will need a lockpick to begin. You should find an ample supply next to me. When picking a lock, there is always a chance you will fail and the lockpick will break. To pick locks more easily, increase your lockpick skill. Mechanical locks are not the only security measure you will come across. There is an art to disguising secrets through magical means. I understand this is a tutorial, but I assumed that there would be a, Oh, okay, I need a 3, got a 6, so it's a dice roll. That's cool. I would assume that there is a magical secret in here somewhere, but I don't know how to do my magical secrets yet. Some doors can be opened via hidden mechanisms. These secret switches require a high enough lore skill and a small amount of mana to unlock. Lore skill is governed by your wisdom. You may be able to further increase it using special equipment. In this room, the candlesticks on the wall have been enchanted to seal a secret passageway. To dispel them, you'll need enough lore. The incantation will also deplete your mana slightly. Single passageway may need several switches, so always be mindful of your surroundings. Okay. Interesting. Your current status is represented by 3 stats: health, mana, and stamina. To restore your stats, rest in a bed or drink a potion. Yet another death shrine. I guess there's no downside to dying, right? Because we just respawn at the death shrines. Oop. It was interesting. I got like stuck there for a second. Hey, who's good? Got him. Oh no. Okay, I fell and I hurt myself. Well, we'll want to go up there so we can grab those coins, but I'm gonna grab the coins here right now. Oh! Oh, we didn't hurt her. It's because I'm running. That's why. I see. Alright, let's, there we go. There we go. Hop on over. Okay. What is this? Oh! Almost got crushed. Who are you? As you approach the Inquisitor... Oh, he's handsome. Interesting. Inquisitor, for some reason, I didn't expect, like, an actual person, so... The Inquisitor takes in a deep breath of air. Do you smell that, Prisoner 17? Mushrooms? He clicks his fingers. Exactly. He turns to you, a beaming smile across his face. I've never seen this many mushrooms in my life. Such wide stalks, such healthy gills. He takes a long breath. And such potent spores. We have mushroom forests back home in Lundel, but nothing like this. He waggles a finger at you while turning his gaze back to the mushrooms. Prisoner 17, if you get back alive, remind me to get a batch of scryshroom tea for my wife. They make it here in the Oneric Isles, and I hear it's to die for. Okay. He slaps you on the shoulder. That's damn good of you, prisoner. But where are my manners? He holds out his hand in greeting. Inquisitor Ignavius of the 12th Inquisitorial Tribunal. Pleased to make your acquaintance. How do I get to the blinding light? He pulls his hand back. Straight to business, eh, prisoner? So be it. He points at the fortress ahead. That's the blinding light, the fortress of Velicalis, leader of the Dark Star mercenaries. The High Confessor told me you'd be joining the assault. Not a moment too soon. We need all the help we can get. I've sent all my agents, but so far none have reported back. We expected heavy fighting, but it seems those Dark Star ruffians are a tougher bunch than we gave them credit for. Your orders are to capture Vela alive. A tall order, I'll admit, but I think you're up for the job, prisoner. So any questions? Wow, we got a lot of them. What if I want to practice my combat skills? Well, we established a small boot camp of sorts. Just here. I always make sure to remind my combat echelon of the fundamentals before a tricky mission, so you'll find plenty of target dummies and tutorial signs just below. Is there a way I can avoid bloodshed? The sneaky sort, are we? Well, you're in luck. My agents reported that there's a side entrance to the right of the fortress, which leads into a maintenance tunnel of some sort. Sure, the Dark Stars laid plenty of traps, but surely nothing you couldn't disarm with a deft hand, huh? Once you're inside, you could try and avoid detection by keeping to the walls. These old Gad war forts have plenty of nooks and crannies, so just... He puts a finger to his lips. Keep quiet and out of sight, yes. I need to know more about Vela and this mission. He nods. Yes, I'm sure you have plenty of questions. What do you want to know? Wow, there is a whole lot of dialogue. Tell me about Vela and the Dark Stars. Vela Callis. Now that's a name that'll make hair stand on end. She's the daughter of an old Admiral Callis of the Apostatic Union Navy. But instead of following in her father's footsteps, she founded the most accomplished mercenary band since the God War. Sure, she's currently the most wanted criminal in the Union, but you've got to hand it to her. For years, the Union itself relied on Vela and her Dark Stars to do the jobs the Navy were unwilling or unable to do themselves. He sighs. It's a pity she turned down such a dark path. In the later years of the Dark Stars, their number of villainous deeds far exceeded those of noble intent. What of the Dark Stars' villainy, then? Well, there was the Astral College heist in Bion, where they made off with an artificed star among other priceless treasures. Then there was the sinking of the merchant freighter Popinjay, and all those hostages slaughtered at the siege of Saracolco. I could go on. In the end, they say she lost the plot, started yammering about some sort of heaven. The Inquisition ruled this was tantamount to cultism. Article 112? Is that what C? Is C 100? Claims of religious nature, and warranted her arrest. Of course, I think the polymaths over in Riova had wanted her gone long before all this. Got too big for her boots, and finally they had their warrant. Even Vela's own mercs got so riled that they mutinied against her. She's been hiding out here for years, but the Inquisition finally got the go-ahead to make a move, so here we are. Why are you using prisoners like me? He grins. Because rigorous labor is a tonic for the ills of one's mind. We're not like some common judiciary back in the Union homeland, where prisoners are thrown in a pit with a scrap of moldy bread, no matter their crime. He taps his forehead. We recognize the twisted intellect of our guests, and if we can untwist that reason with the right application of punitive employment, we'll have enlightened the world just a little. He clears his throat. We're also authorized to use any method at our disposal when a mission is going... how do they say it in Slev? Utters up. What do you think of the High Confessor? He strokes his chin. Many in the Inquisition think it a travesty that a confessor, that is, a prisoner still serving their penance, has been granted control of an entire tribunal. Normally, it would be the job of a High Inquisitor. Indeed, there's also the nature of her crimes and how they relate to the very criminal she has been tasked to apprehend. Oh, so there's a connection between the High Confessor and Vela Callis. But personally, I think despite her quirks, she's proved herself as one of the most accomplished agents within our ranks. About the mission. Splendid. Was there anything else? How do I get to the blinding light? See that great big cannon looming overhead? That's part of the blinding light fortress and is where you need to get to. Just stride into that main gate, making sure to slay any pesky Dark Stars that'll get in your way. Once you're in the compound, find a lift mechanism that will take you up to the battlements. That's where Vela has been holed up. Oh, when you're done, be sure to check in with me after the mission. I've taken quite an interest in these Oneric Isles of late, and I'm sure I can fill you in with plenty of useful tidbits. That's a spirit prisoner. I'm sure you'll make short work of those ruffians. Yeah, okay, I've already read that. All right, so this is where he was. I want to look at my journal. How do I do that? Hunt for Vela Callis. All right. Inquisitor Damn Fine Tea, as in Damn Fine Coffee, Twin Peaks. Inquisitor Ignavius has asked you to obtain some Scryshroom tea from the region of Pwill. If you wish to indulge him, you should head to Pwill Village and attempt to buy some. Okay. I do want to attempt to fight some things. This base camp was used as a staging ground by our Inquisition agents. It was highly useful for them to brush up on their skills before they all went and got themselves slaughtered by Vela's mercenaries. We'd recommend using the training dummies to practice your swordplay. Might marginally increase the time between now and your inevitable demise. Yeesh. Asshole. Your attack damage depends on your current stamina. The lower your stamina, the less damage you'll do. Your maximum stamina will also deplete slowly over time. If it reaches half its original value, you will become fatigued, temporarily reducing all stats. Maximum stamina can be reduced by sleeping in a bed or using a stamina potion. Okay. 14 damage. 6 damage, so it's quick. So, 2, right. I'm at half, so I can't. Is this a bed? Can I sleep in here? Can I actually kill this thing? It does look like its health is going down. Do I get anything cool for killing it? Will I get a, cool knife? Hold block to reduce incoming enemy damage. If you time a block, just an enemy attack lands, you will parry it. Successful parries negate all damage and will stagger the enemy. Alright. There we go. I just want to kill it. Alright, you can't mash parry. There we go. That's hard. I do want to destroy this, though, and see if I get anything for it. So let's just do that really quick. It's going to take a little while, probably, but... we're going at an okay pace. Killing the Asylum Demon with the broken sword, you know? Just doing our best here. Damn it. Just get it done with. Die! We are pretty fatigued, I think, so it's like... we're doing probably half damage or something. I don't know if you can actually half your damage from having only one might, though, or whatever. Like, if my stats are halved, does it actually go to 0.5, or is it just rounded to 1? So I don't know if this actually is affecting my damage at all right now. Having a better weapon would help, though, so I'm hoping I get to have this big knife. It is cool that it has a parry mechanic, though. I'll try to exploit that. I want to get the timing right on this. It doesn't seem to actually get past like a damage threshold, but this does. Let me destroy it. I think it has dealt a little bit of damage to me, just not much. I can just tank it. There we go. All right. I want to try to parry again. Ooh. Sometimes it's fast. There we go. Yeah, like sometimes it reels up and other times it just attacks like instantly. Let's get it. Yeah, like that. Hey, we broke it. What? It didn't give me anything. Oh, I got cheated. Okay, my damage is going down though. Okay, well, we killed that. That's pretty fun. Here's a bed. Restore my stamina. Interesting. Very interesting.